#1 for all the hits. 95.9 Kiss FM.
Welcome to the first Local Music Monday. It is Chuck Charles from Kiss FM, sitting here with TeawhYB.
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing just fine. Now, we're going to take a little time to get to know TeawhYB here, and I guess I just want to know, when did you decide that you wanted to get into hip-hop, rap, R&B?
Yeah, well, there's an extensive history there. When I was in high school, I graduated from Green Bay Southwest. Shout out to Green Bay Southwest. I used to go on car rides and we put in an instrumental beat CD in, and we would just freestyle for hours and hours. Not a whole lot to do in Green Bay, when you're in high school without getting in trouble. So that's one of the things that we did when we were just trying to stay entertained. And then it kind of went from there. I always wrote poetry when I was growing up to kind of express my creativity side and kind of get some of those emotions out. So that's kind of where it started.
Well, what better than rhythm and poetry? I mean, that's what rap literally stands for.
You got it.
From what I understand, you took a little time off. What was that like to now be coming back? How has your style changed from what it was before to now?
Yeah, absolutely. Music kind of took a break after I graduated college. Mainly because I wanted to figure out a career path and do something that I know I could excel at, and money rules everything. So
right.
The reason I got back into it is I felt like I had some unfinished business. The music that I used to create was very much influenced by drug culture, by drinking and college lifestyle, and more on the goofy side. Whereas now I'm grown up, and I want to be able to express my core values and the things I believe in, and where I want music to go, just in general.
You already knocked off one of the other questions I had, which was going to be influences, but you know what?
Yeah.
That's all right. We've talked about what influences. How about artist-wise? Like, whether that be producers or certain rappers, or like, who do you emulate your style after?
Well, that's a tough question. I listen to a whole lot of things, and I think influence is rooted in just daily life. But as far as music goes, not that my style necessarily relates to these artists a whole lot, but Frank Ocean is probably my favorite. I really listen to a whole eclectic sound, going from 60s, 50s soul to classic rock to modern hip hop, but mainly R&B is kind of where my style is. So The Weeknd, Daniel Caesar, Frank Ocean, that kind of direction.
Now, you're originally from the Green Bay area, or
Yes,
Green
sir.
Bay itself?
Yes.
Yeah?
Green Bay itself, yeah.
And now you reside in Eau Claire.
Yeah.
He's kind of outside the local northeast Wisconsin, but his roots are there, so it still counts.
I'm still a cheesehead, so don't get it twisted.
That's the most important part right there. Going further into, your passion of music, or, like maybe the process or ritual that you have when it comes to writing, or is it just, I have this idea, I need to get it down right now?
Yeah, it's a collection of things. I think I get my best ideas right before I go to sleep. My mind always wanders, and it's sometimes it takes a while for me to fall asleep. And usually I just write down notes and with my phone and just kind of scribble things down. Or if I come up with a harmony, I'll make sure to record it or memorize it. But really, I need to be alone when I write. I don't want any distractions. Sometimes it might take me an hour to write a whole song, or sometimes it might take me a couple weeks, to get it right and really get to where I want it. So the creative process is just a flow of things.
I have that same issue, right? Right when I'm falling asleep is like when all my ideas, I'm like, that's a great one. And then I wake up and I'm like, what was it?
You gotta write it down.
I know,
you gotta
but
write it down.
it's always like, yes. One of the songs that we're featuring is the first release from that latest project. It's Take You There, and you want to talk maybe about the inspiration or the influence, or just how this particular track made you feel when you heard it.
Yeah, absolutely. So first off, I got to give thanks to yourself and Trips at Beats. Make sure you check him out, because you guys actually sent me the beat, the instrumental.
Mostly Trips at Beats.
But that's where the creative process started. And I was listening to it over and over, and I actually just came back from Atlanta. I just had an idea that kind of popped into my head, because I work with college students, and it's just something that we were discussing. And basically it's the concept of having confidence in yourself to give love and share yourself with somebody, encountering someone, and having a connection. However, that person is just not willing to open themselves up to you. And in particular, the song is about kind of someone else not coming out. But I tried not to be so confining with describing that, so that way everybody can relate to it. And I think it's a very relatable song for anybody that's been in a relationship, wanted to be in a relationship, but they just really weren't able to get the other person to really find that love. And although you can see it in their eyes and you know what they really want, sometimes it just doesn't work out.
Perfectly said. And if you want to catch that track, it's down below. All of your social media, your website, where you can catch his music. All those links are down below. And once again, man.
And you can download it for free, too. You don't have to pay.
Hey, look at that. Businessman right here on top of it. It's been a pleasure, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Awesome.